Dwayne and I will record those meetings, and when we do, we'll make sure that they're made available to you guys so that you're able to go and review them later. So anybody that can't get to one of our hangouts at 9 o'clock in the morning, you'll be able to log on later and watch whatever it was, as long as it was one of our hangouts. We had one this week, and I'll share with you. Before I move on, I wanted to share with you that if you guys would please go on and subscribe to the Berkshire Hathaway channel, we would really appreciate it on YouTube. We need 100 followers in order to get a unique URL, which means that it would be, instead of that ugly little line that's down at the bottom of the screen here, where it says youtube.com/channel, we can make that say BHHS Palm Springs afterwards, but we need 100 followers and the channel has to be 30 days old. So I need you guys all to go on and subscribe to the channel so that what'll happen is you'll get a little notification anytime a new video pops up. So you'll see anytime that we post something new, and then if there's something that you missed, you're able to watch it, or you can skip through, if you just missed a part of it, you can skip through just to the pieces that you need. So we made that available to you. We're going to do our best to get everything posted there. We're still learning the technology and trying to figure some of it out with posting from links, but we're going to get it all worked out for you, so just be patient with us. The next piece that we want to share with you guys is that we've got we have our Google Hangout live 5 days a week, and we're going to start putting this out just to others, anybody else that is interested in joining it, whether it be from a Berkshire Hathaway office or from another brokerage within the Coachella Valley or Palm Springs area. And really, we're just, every Monday, we're going to be there at 9 to do the week ahead to share with you what's going to happen for the rest of the week. Every Tuesday, it'll be the sales rally. We'll be bringing some good content to you there as well. And then Wednesday and Tuesday, we'll also be talking about how to do sales, what to do in this environment. Wednesday will be our virtual caravan. Thursday will be the success builder. And then every Friday will be the weekly recap. That success builder, I want to share with you that most likely, we will go ahead and drop that link in the chat one more time for you, Dwayne. If you're able to do that, I would appreciate it. If not, I'll get to it in just a bit. The one thing that, and yes, you can promote the YouTube channel on your individual accounts. That's absolutely fine. The one thing I want to share with you guys is that on Thursdays, the Success Builder is actually put on by all of the managers in the Coachella Valley. So some days what will happen is you'll log on and you'll see a screen that will direct you to another Google Hangout. So anytime that it's done by Dwayne or myself, we will have it on our Google Hangout. But if it's done by one of the other managers, as many of you mentioned, and I got to say how much I appreciate all of you and all your professionalism and just how kind you have been. A lot of you reached out this week to Dwayne and I to say, wow, you guys are putting on a lot of stuff. And it's true. It's a lot of content and it's a lot of stuff that we feel responsible to get out to you every day. And sometimes we need help. And sometimes we need to lean on another manager or another place to send you so that we have time to pull everything together for the next day. So just thank you guys all for your patience. Thank you for logging on to multiple places and navigating through it. We appreciate your flexibility with us and for giving us just a little bit of a moment to breathe here and there so that we can get the right information out to you. The hard part is when we deliver something and then we find out 5 seconds later that it's changed already. So again, we're doing everything we can to keep you as up to date as possible. We're going to keep using the texting system when necessary, but I'm going to back off on those daily text messages. Just know every day at 9, we're going to be on the Google Hangout. We're going to do our best to record every session we can. We'll get as many of them posted up there for you so that if you don't get here right at 9 o'clock, as we start to open things back up slowly, eventually, you'll be able to log on anytime. Okay, does anybody have any questions about that? I saw Dwayne posted the link to the YouTube channel in the chat, and I think we're good there. All right, let's go ahead and move on. We're going to talk really quick again about marketing. Just want to make sure you guys all know that our marketing department and Maria, thank you, Eric, for subscribing, that our marketing department and Maria Hill are available to help you guys at any time. So just don't hesitate to reach out if there's anything that you need on that front. And even if it's just to strategize, we've done a couple meetings in the last few weeks where Dwayne or myself have gotten on the phone with Maria and one of you and have sort of talked strategy for how to do a couple different things. We've also shared this week, and I want to just get into it for another moment, that, you know, there are varying opinions on what's essential and what we should be doing, what we can be doing. And I'll tell you, that varying opinion goes across the nation. It's not, you know, not local. I'm watching those real estate conversations happen across the nation. And I just want us all to be very careful not to not judge, and to be just very careful that, you know, we don't want to do things that are yucky. You guys all know that we want to operate at the highest levels of you know, with ethics and everything, but and care of our clients. But at the same time, we don't have that backing. And so again, some things have changed and some things have been put in place to help us. But I just want us to be very careful that we don't beat anybody up for trying to figure out a way to do this a different way. You know, we all know that we can't do things the way we have been. But for those who are out there trying to find a way to serve the clients who have a need, and a true need, and that's the thing we're really getting deep into conversation about, is what's a true need, that we just don't beat anybody up for trying to find a way to do that. And we also don't beat the people up who feel that they shouldn't work right now and that we shouldn't be doing anything. That's okay too. You guys are more than welcome to you know, bunker down, and we will help any of your clients that you need help with in any way that we can. But let's just try to be understanding with one another. I've just seen so much negativity out there lately, and I just want to make sure that amongst us, that the professionals that you guys are, and you're already doing it, and so thank you very much for it, but I just want to remind you all, let's just make sure we keep it really positive, and it's best for all of our mindsets as well as the people around us. So just thank you again for that. If you need help strategizing with your marketing, reach out to Dwayne or I, and we will get you in touch with Maria, or you can call them directly. You're always welcome to do that as well. Dwayne, do you have anything to add on that front?
No, you shared exactly what my sentiments are. I think it's just really important. I too am getting a lot of heat from different places. And I just, look, we're all doing what we can in this very unprecedented time, right? So respect for the people, whatever their decisions are, and professionalism, those are the keys. And we're already doing it. I feel really good about our team and our culture. But we're getting, you know, people dinging us from the outside. I was telling everybody yesterday, have a thick skin. You know, this is not a time to be sensitive. This is time to just say thank you, I hear you, and move on.
Right. And, you know, we were talking, Dwayne and I were talking with one of our other managers, Vicki Dawson, yesterday. And you know, she reminded me of a little saying that she and I used to say together when we worked together at another company. And it was that what anybody else thinks of me is none of my business. And so I just want you guys to remember that as you're out there. Do what you do with a servant's heart. Help your clients in the way that you best know how. Utilize your managers so that we can help you strategize the safest and the best ways to do that, with everything that's rapidly changing. Just again, keep hitting us with these phone calls. Don't feel like we're too busy. We are not. We're not too busy. This is what we do, and it's what we want to help you with. So we're never too busy to help strategize with that. We've got some more questions that I just want to double check on real quick. Are you going to change your Wednesday caravan meeting since PSR is now doing Wednesday Zoom meeting? Oh, well, you know what? We're going to have to look at that. I didn't know PSRAR was doing that. I don't think that we'll change it. Ryan, I can see you talking, so go ahead.
No, so I also looked at that, but here's my thinking on that. If those become so well attended and we start to lose viewers, then I'll consider it. But my experience with these guys is it won't be well produced, and they're scattered at best. And I'm a board member, and I'm saying this. So unless I see something significantly change where I think it's beneficial, then I will. But at this point,
and let's remember we were a little shaky the first 2 weeks too.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so I think, you know, I agree with Dwayne on this, that I really like what we're doing. And even if it becomes a thing where maybe we do a watch party where we posted at one point, and maybe we do a party where, or, you know, a Zoom, a Google meeting later where we all watch it and sort of do our comments. I don't think we're going to stop. I really don't. I think you guys keep submitting your videos and we will keep putting them together in a way that makes sense that you can send out to your, you know, your clients that, you know, go ahead, Dwayne.
They can join us.
Right. So, you know, I don't think we're going to stop doing it. I don't know what we'll do at the time. We may adjust things, but I think we're going to keep doing everything at 9 o'clock just so that you guys have, again, we really want to try to make this as simple as possible. And because it's not, it's just not, it hasn't been simple at all. So we're going to go to the next slide here, and we can get to Janice's questions about social media images now available on the VAC. So it says down at the bottom of this screen, and I'm going to try to zoom in on this so that you can see it a little better, where to go on the VAC. And so we will post this, PowerPoint to the Google Hangout after this meeting is over so that you can go there and grab it. We're going to stop emailing the PowerPoints out because I think it's too much. So we're just going to start adding them to the Google Hangout. If you want them, you can go there to get them. If you don't know how, you can call me or Dwayne or Laura. We will walk you through it. Go ahead.
Can we put those on the YouTube channel?
We can, but I'm also going to leave what I wanted to share with these guys today is that we're going to leave this PowerPoint running after the meeting is over. And so you guys will see that we're going to have it. That's what we were excited about. That's making it run, and I can't stop it now. I got to figure that out. But, that it's making it will run continuously. So yesterday at the end of the day, I set it up to run and it ran all night. So for those of you who logged on before I got here this morning, it was already up and running. So we'll try to leave the last PowerPoint running so that you guys can see it and it'll just be on. So anytime that you're feeling like you're missing us and you want to log on to the Google Hangout, you can. And we will also, I was on it for probably 2 or 3 hours yesterday when it was an off time. So we're going to set up, we keep saying it, we just really haven't been able to figure out the timing on it yet. And we needed the flexibility the last few weeks, but we're going to set up some office hours so that Dwayne and I will just be on, so that if you guys wanted to pop into the office, you could just pop in and see us for a couple hours each day. And we're also available for coaching. That's another thing I wanted to remind you guys of. We have several hours a week that we've set aside every Friday, specifically from 1 to 4, we've set aside for coaching. So if anybody wants a half-hour appointment, let us know. If there's something special that you need, like and you want an hour appointment, you're more than welcome to schedule one of those. You can reach out to either of us, or you can reach out to Laura and she can get you on our calendar. It's really simple to just reach out to her and have her throw an appointment on for us. And then if there's something special that you need, let us know so that we can get prepped for it if we need to bring another person in. But even if it's just strategizing on what to do next or how to help a specific client, we are always happy to help with that. It's what we do, right? It's why we get out of bed and come to work every day. I think we've already shared the event photos are available. Let me see if I can go back down to regular size on this now. The event photos are available for download.
So we've gotten some, I think Janice pointed out that these are not professional photos. I just want to share with everyone, I believe it was Paul and Diana who took the photos. So there was not a professional photographer. So just keep that in mind. No.
Yeah, it was. Those are available. I know that email already went out. I think it went out on Monday. So double check your email for that. And if you need it again, let us know. Good morning, Toby. He's really cute. All right. And that's all I have for today, guys. I'm more than happy to open it up. Do you guys have any questions? Do you want to have any chat about anything? How's everybody doing this week? It was a lot, I think. I know this week was a lot. So I hope you guys are all okay.
So I would just like to say thank you to everybody. I mean, Stephanie and I are killing ourselves. I literally went home last night. My head was ready to explode. Because, and I will share with you. So I think I'm pretty technically savvy until I realize I'm not. And I understand you've got to be going through that same thing. I can't be alone in this, right? All of this technology has been available to us for a decade at least. Stephanie and I were talking about this yesterday because I went to her and I'm like, my head hurts. My head hurts.
Mine too.
You're not alone, guys. This is a lot for us to absorb all at once, and it truly is all at once. So when we're sharing stuff with you, understand we probably learned it 10 minutes before we're presenting it to you. Okay. So your patience with us is appreciated, but be patient with yourselves. And what we've been doing, Stephanie and I, we've been dividing and conquering things. I recommend just do one thing. If it's a new thing and it's uncomfortable, your head's gonna hurt because you're using a part of that brain that you never used before. And I realized I have a big part of my brain I haven't been using. So it's okay to be frustrated. It's okay. Reach out to us. We're learning. And if we don't know it, we're going to find the people who do know it to help, because we don't know everything either. So Videolicious, I'm getting really good. YouTube, Google Drive, I'm becoming an expert, but it's taking me a minute. All right. So reach out, and Stephanie's got this whole PowerPoint thing down. We're going to teach each other. Yeah. I promise.
I know. Well, and yesterday we saw Vicky. We were chatting afterwards, and she was mortified that there were technical challenges. But you know what? It was fine. Everything was good. We didn't lose one person in that meeting. No one left during that time where we were getting it all worked out. And so just thank you guys all again for being so gracious with us and being so kind. We appreciate it more than you will ever know. It's almost putting tears in my eyes right now just saying it, because again, so many of you have reached out this week to ask how you can help us. We just really appreciate it. So thank you all so very much. Thank you guys for working so hard. And for those of you that are really trying to figure out innovative new ways in order to do this, go ahead, Dwayne. What do you have for us?
One thing we didn't mention that we said we were going to was a lot of people were asking us, oh, are escrows canceling? Are we having a bunch of cancellations?
Oh.
Tiffany, why don't you have the numbers with you?
Yeah, I asked Melissa about cancellations yesterday. And she pulled up for me the numbers just for our office of cancellations, because I was telling her I feel like I had a couple, like it was like a handful. It wasn't that many, right? Maybe a handful and a half. And so she pulled up the cancellations. The same period last year, we had 29 cancellations. This year we had 14. And a handful and a half is just about right, because that means I signed half of them, you signed half of them, Dwayne. Yeah. That is not, considering what's happening right now, that is a solid number of people that decided to hang in there and close those escrows. You guys closed a ton. We closed over $1 million in commissions.
This is Maureen. I have one closing today.
Yeah. I mean, we closed a significant number of in commission over in the last month. So I know that's not, those were already in escrow beforehand, but and that's not indicative of the starts. The starts have definitely slowed down. Yeah. But that period, so many people hung in. I was just shocked. I thought the number would be significantly higher. And so to hear that it was 29 last year in the past month, and this year it was 14, I just thought was a significant piece of news that you guys should hear.
We just opened new business. I wanted to say it was $1.2 million that they are putting in escrow yesterday, I believe. So it's not the volume that we're accustomed to, but there are real buyers out there. There are real sellers out there. So it will be less, but we can't stop if we've got clients. That's the whole point.
And Janice just mentioned one of her cancellations just got reinstated at a new, better price for the buyer.
And the same thing happened with Lucas.
Yeah, and Diana Bernardi mentioned new escrows have slowed. They definitely have. The starts have slowed. They definitely have. Again, then we're talking about what's essential right now, because really people aren't just buying for fun at this point. They're buying only if there's a true need. So of course it's slowed down. We don't expect, we keep seeing lots of articles. Of course the economy is going to, have some challenges, but I saw one earlier this week, and we'll try to find it and send it out to everybody, but it was 5 reasons this is not like 2010. And
quality over quantity.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, I think, a great point, Tony, is that, when the 5 conversations I had on over the weekend with past clients that I just wanted to call and check in on, because they're just people who just, I think of, they're in my heart. I adore them. I adore them. those conversations, it was only 5 of them, you know, but they were so deep, they were so meaningful, and they meant just as much to me as they did to the clients that I spoke with. I think that's a great point. And it was what my doctor said yesterday, that he feels like he's getting in deeper relationships with people over Zoom than he ever did face to face. And so it's really wonderful. And even with our caravan this week, I don't know how many of you felt it, but I actually felt it as we were watching that property we were walking through. I was feeling myself sort of transform in my brain what's possible to do on video. I now don't necessarily feel like I have to walk through a house, and I don't know what changed because those videos have been there. But now all of a sudden I feel like I was in that house that we went through, that with the Spanish tile and the kitchen and the retreat and the master. I still remember all those pieces of that property, and it surprised me. So I think that's another piece, is that as we're embracing the technology, it's starting to shock all of us how well it's working and how well it can work. And that's another thing too. I just encourage you guys to play around with it together. Go onto your Google Calendar, create an event, create a Google Hangout, invite a couple other agents to it, do your own happy hour. Invite a couple of you together. You guys get together. It doesn't have to be all us putting these together for yourselves. You know, the Google Hangouts there all the time. You guys can hop on it in the evening.
Yeah.
But you can go on and create your own and get used to it, so that when you need to do an appointment with a client, that's available to you. You know, those services are all part of what you guys pay in your dues to Berkshire Hathaway. So utilize those services and learn the technology that's available. I'm telling you guys, it is so powerful. It's just so powerful when you're able to do a meeting. And yes, Eric, a mini meeting. You guys can do your own little masterminds. If one of you wants to do one of those, and you guys just all get in and play around and take turns presenting the screen so that you can see what it feels like, so that you get used to it. It's really nerve-wracking the first time. I'm now at a point where I've got 3 computer screens in front of me. I'm using my office computer and my laptop so that I can go back and forth between the PowerPoint and being able to see you guys. So it's taken me a couple weeks, but I kind of had this really cool little setup that's working well for me. And it's just about tweaking and fine tuning it now. You guys can do your listing presentations this way, and you can have the client walk you through the property. You can do your buyer consultations this way very easily. It's actually, we complain about people that aren't in town. We could do these appointments with anybody anywhere, and there's no reason we shouldn't be using the technology. So just thank you guys all again for your hard work, for being the true professionals that you are, and just for being the keepers of your communities. You guys have been doing some amazing things out there to help people, and we just really appreciate you being, you give Berkshire Hathaway a great name, and we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let's see, we got some comments. Do we have anything new? I think I saw one from Janice that was a question. Maybe it was just recognize the good things that are happening. Thank you, Stephanie and Dwayne. It's so helpful to have this information presented to us. Thank you guys again. We know it's daunting and overwhelming, so we're going to do our best to keep it as modified and as concise as possible. But just know that anytime that you are not sure what to do, you can log on to the Google Hangout. Most of the time it'll be running 24 hours a day, unless the cleaning crew shuts off my computer. Then I can't help you.
So I'm going to answer Janice's questions about previous videos. They're there, Janice. You just, when you're on the page, it says virtual caravan, I believe. It says library history, your videos, watch later. Virtual caravan, 8 April, and then there's a show more icon. You have to click on that to show more, and it says virtual caravan. So they are there.
Awesome. All right. Okay. Well, I think we don't need to have a meeting to just have a meeting. We can let you guys go. If anybody else has, we can open it up. If you guys have any questions, concerns, anybody wants to hang out, I'm happy to hang out for a little bit.
Yeah, Frank, go get comfortable in your robe. Oh wait, you already are.
I know, I'm jealous. And Maureen, I feel like I really want your husband to bring me a cup of coffee.
Guys.
I go to reach for it.
Thank you guys very much.
All right, you guys have a great day.
Okay, bye.